Well, hi guys, and welcome to Lake City Adventures. I wanted to put a little preamble onto this video. It's already long enough. What's the difference? And first of all, say thank you for the commitment and the courage for clicking on a 2-hour long YouTube video. You should be applauded. Thank you very much for coming on to join us for this detailed stem to stern, all deck, all space tour of the Disney Wish. We're going to point out every single space on the ship, every restaurant, every lounge, every deck, every piece of artwork, including Concierge Lounge, Concierge Sundeck, everything you could ever want from a Disney Wish is included in this video. And I wanted to let you know before you get into it that I am going to break this video down into chapters and put those chapters down in the description. So don't feel like you have to sit here and watch a 2-hour video start to finish. I wouldn't do it. I know you're not going to do it either. But you can go down below. Maybe you just want to see Luna, or you just want to see the Concierge Lounge, or you just want to see the Arendelle dining experience. I will put down those individual experiences as chapters so you can skip and go back and forth to what you want to see. If you want to watch this whole video and you want to experience the Disney Wish from deck 1 through deck 14, by all means, knock yourself out. Here we go.
The wild is our guide, living off the grid where the stars collide. From cabins to Disney, we roam far and near.
Well, hello Lake City Adventures, and welcome back to a complete ship tour. So we did a video like this on the Treasure. If you haven't seen that yet, you can check it out on our channel. You got to have a little bit of time. You got to book a portion of your day. It's about almost a 2-hour video, hour and a half long video. And we're going to do a similar video today. I'm going to take you through every single deck and every space of the Disney Wish from deck 1 all the way through deck 14, from forward all the way through aft. So come along and join us. We took the Walking the Wish ship tour yesterday, so we learned a few of the little hidden details and some of the theming and the artwork elements that we'll talk about on this tour today. So come along, grab a beverage, maybe a snack. We're going to be here for a while, and walk along with us on the entire Disney Wish. All right, so I'm going to start by showing you the ship map, and this is on every deck by the elevators. It'll tell you, number 1, what deck you're on. We're on deck number 1, and then also aft, midship, and forward. And it is always aligned in the actual direction of the ship. So whenever you're looking at these maps, to the right now is forward, and to the left right now is aft. You'll see here, and we're going to talk about this when we get there, but there's color coding of the stairwells to also let you know where you are. So right now we're on deck 1 forward. And here on deck 1, there's really not much going on. There is the health center, which we're not going to go into. And there's all the gangways to disembark the ship, which actually we just docked at Nassau. So they're going to be opening soon, but they haven't opened yet. They have some towels here set up for the guests. You can see the sign to gangway to the left here. And through the doors right there down the left is the health center. But again, I'm not going to take you in there. And that's really all there is on deck 1, other than the elevator bank. The rest of it is all crew area that you don't have access to. So let's go up and really start our tour on the first actual deck, which is deck 2. Notice how I came across the hallway here. So on this map, it says forward to the right. And if you just turn around, now it says forward to the left. So the ship's diagram always actually corresponds with reality where you are on the ship. It's just a helpful navigational tool. So we're going to go up to deck 2 forward. And then I think what we're going to do is kind of wind our way back and forth. So we'll start deck 2 forward, go all the way to the aft, and then go up to deck 3 and go all the way to the forward, etc., etc. Decks 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are just staterooms, so I won't go down all of those hallways and show you every stateroom door for sure, but we will look at some of the different colors and some of the theming and some of the fish extenders on each floor. So leaving deck 1, we're going to go up the stairs here, and what I think I'm going to do at the end of the tour is show all the artwork, and I'm going to start at the top and walk down and show you the artwork on every floor, because the artwork in the ship is just amazing. And let's see if we can look at all of it and find some themes. But we are on deck 2 forward. So let's talk about kind of the theming of the stairwells and the elevator banks. So here's the stairs in the main carpet area on deck 2 forward. And it's very much forest themed. You know, the Disney Wish is themed as royalty, as castle. It's very much based off of Cinderella and princesses and royalty. And so most of the princess films have some sort of forest animals or forest theming. And so the front of the ship is very much forest themed. And we see little animals, and this is Cinderella's castle on the carpet. And if you go towards the elevators here, You see a bunny, a bird, an owl maybe, but very much forest animal themed. And then also all the carpet and all the walls are green on the forward of the ships, and that'll carry forward on every deck. Forward, the elevator banks and the stairs are all the same color green. The way our tour guide told us to remember this is when you're in the front of the ship, front starts with F, and so you are in the forest. The front of the ship is the forest. The back of the ship is blue, B for back, and blue. So front of the ship, forest, green, back of the ship is blue. So let's start our tour down deck 2. So we are very much on the full forward aspect of deck 2 right now. And as we come around the corner, there's going to be a door that's closed right here. This is deck 2 forward, and this is on the port side, I think. I'm going to get that wrong so many times during this tour, but I believe this is the port side, deck 2 forward. This is the secret door to the Walt Disney Theater. So when you stay concierge, you are allowed to enter the theater about 35 to 40 minutes before the showtime, and they open the main doors 30 minutes before showtime. So you get to pick whatever seats you want for these shows that are often packed and sold out. And it's very difficult. You have to wait in a long line upstairs to get a good seat. And here, if you stay concierge, you just walk down here, and not only do you get to access through this door, but they have a little trolley with popcorn and water that they hand to you as you walk into the theater. And so you can sit down and have some popcorn, wait for the show to start, and have whatever seat you want to have. So let's go across to the starboard side. And I do believe that on this side, this is all staterooms. So there probably won't be too much to show here. These are all deck 2 staterooms. I will try to show you the little fish extender.
This is Christian, your cruise director.
Oh, there's a message from Christian. All right, so yes, confirmed. Deck 2 starboard, all staterooms down there with that pumpkin carriage on there on the outside. That's called a fish extender on the Disney Cruise Line. And that's actually an unofficially supported activity, which is that people can bring little bags and sign up for groups on Facebook, and then they hang their bag from their fish outside their door. People join these groups, and then they exchange gifts throughout the cruise, back and forth, little magical moments. So that's called the fish extender. So every room has what may or may not actually be a fish as an extender. They used to all be fishes, but as the Disney Cruise Line fleet has grown, a lot of them are not. Like that one was the pumpkin carriage from Cinderella. All right, so we are deck 2 aft. We're on the port side now. We're gonna head towards the forward of the ship. You may notice in this hallway that the ceilings look low. So this is a common feature throughout all Disney Cruise Line ships. This is the Kids Line deck, the Kids Club deck. And on all the Kids Club decks, they make the ceilings lower to make the kids feel bigger and more important and more part of the ship and as if they're at home. So as we go towards the Oceaneers Club, we've got super low ceilings here that I can easily touch with my hand. This is where the kids live. See, the carpet's changed. You have these cool portholes. And then this mural outside of the kids club. Now Buffy and I already did a tour of this when it was open house when we first boarded the ship. So I'm going to put that footage in right now.
So the first section is this Wakanda Black Panther section, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel?
Yep.
Did you see this beautiful accent lighting? I bet at night that is really cool.
It's very cool. Pretty
So this
impressive
is-
Marvel mural.
Action hero kind of Marvel, right?
It sounds action-y in here. These guys are designing their Iron Man suit.
Ooh, they are
cool.
making their own.
These guys. These are the quantum cores that we're going to see at the Marvel restaurant later, tomorrow night. Ooh, I bet these initials mean something. Captain?
Do you think that is a screen worn suit?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. It looks very high quality.
It really does. But who knows? Did you see the vibranium?
Yeah.
This is what's powering the entire operation down here.
Real vibranium?
Yes. How do you think this place gets power?
I mean, duh. Some question.
And then I don't know, maybe
guess you come back here next week. Maybe you'd be able to change your outfits and stuff. I don't know.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
what
that's
is
cool.
this? Is this
Well, those are the
magnet thing?
beads. That's how they control, how Black Panther controls his stuff.
Ah.
All the tech, all the like vibranium tech is embedded in those.
I wonder if they have. Let's see. This is
Sure, you
all.
wash your hands.
Yeah. Ooh, gross.
Just wipes right through.
Let's get started with a short tutorial. Okay. I think Evelyn's ready to go. Can we go
I
walk
like
around
this.
and then
This
we'll
is
come back?
the Wakanda Apothecary. See, there's different types of stones in there.
He's also the necklace also hides his tech. What's that here? It's a microscope.
Looks like a wee tiny baby glasses.
Tab mission 11.
All right.
Okay, can we walk
What's
through
in
to
the
the
next
other
room?
one? So this is Oceaneers. So what age group is this one?
I'll put it up on the screen. I think
Okay.
it's 3 to 12, maybe.
All right. Ooh, look at those sketchies. This is like sketchy. And I mean like drawings, not
This
sketchy.
is what we're talking about.
Star Wars.
Don't say it like that. Star Wars. Star Wars. There's a mech droid head. This is just incredible. Is he a porg?
It's a porg.
Is he alive? Oh, he's moving.
He's alive. He's got eggs,
I
but
need to come around on that side so I can see him.
buddy, it's okay. It's okay. He's worried about his eggs. Worried about the eggs. And look, the egg nest is like electrical wire. Do they eat electrical wire?
Yeah, that's when they're on the Millennium Falcon. They're all like buried into the conduits and all the wire.
You naughty little porg. Look at all this.
So it's like, you're waiting. And then,
Yeah,
like,
C-3PO head right there.
So many cool things. This is like a snow.
That's from Hoth.
Yeah.
That's the goggles they wear on Hoth.
one whole thing.
And that's a
These are
droid
the
top.
little bot droids from Phantom Menace. Oh, that's also a droid. Who's that guy? I don't remember who that is.
The porg was here. Look, this is where he got his nest pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
Naughty little porg.
All these little stations have buttons that you can mess with. They may even do stuff. I'm not sure.
Well, let me see, since in the name of science.
You can push
Oh
them.
yeah, do you hear it?
Yep. You know.
Do you remember Ethan in here?
Yeah.
Just pushing and pushing.
Every button you can push. So we've got schematics of the X-Wings up here.
Go all the way in.
Just the floor is so
You gotta
cool.
look at the screen now, babe.
Now, who's this guy?
There it is. Remember that guy?
Well,
He's breathing.
hello, little toad. I don't know what he is. He's not a toad, but he's a frog species. Oh, he is breathing. Look at this little guy. He loves his little porg stuff.
Oh, that's a love cat.
It's a
There's
love.
one of these in Galaxy's Edge, too.
He's cute. Watch him. He'll wiggle his tail. He's sleeping. He will wiggle his tail. Wait for it.
Vibrating in here. There he goes.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
Now listen, is he drinking blue milk? Is that what that
It
thing?
looks like blue milk and green milk, both.
And what's
Also
he
looks like
eating?
he has a porg as a pet.
That's a stuffed animal. It's his little friendly.
You would think the loth cat would eat the porg. Ooh. Another creature.
Oh, that's a little snail guy. Hi, he's blinking. Hello. Talk about an amazing experience for the
Yeah,
littles.
I mean, come on. These are all
I love this. I'm going to
The
try to
kids'
wash
bathrooms.
my hands. Look, remember these?
every bathroom has a character theme. They're like different sized doors and everything.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
I'm
the
going to
auto
do
hand
this.
washers.
Okay, so
It says ready.
kid size, it's ready.
And go.
It's really remarkable.
It washes really, really well.
Ooh, and you can tell that it's soapy.
And this is kind of the main entrance area to the Oceaneers Club, where I'm sure they do stuff. Our kids were too old when we booked our first cruise on the Wish to ever experience this as kids. They experienced the fantasy, for sure. And this is kids' paradise. I mean, you drop your kid off right here. It's all secured and locked, and so your kid can't get lost. And then the adults can go to adult dinner or to the bar or to the whatever, pool, and enjoy some time. And the kids live their best life down here. Like,
Oh my gosh.
best life.
What age were our kids when that trip where we didn't see them because they loved the
That
kids
second
club?
cruise. Yeah, they were like 11 and 15.
Yeah, that was
maybe.
like sweet spot.
So this is kind of more storytelling area. I think we've got
Ooh.
lights in the ceiling.
It's a little library.
This is the
Beast
Beauty and the
library.
Beast, the Beast library.
Oh, look, here she is.
The cabinet. Here's Lumiere too. Did you notice? Oh, that's not Lumiere. That's just a regular old.
But this is the
Candelabra.
cabinet. Cogsworth.
Yeah, this is definitely the cabinet, the curio, whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
What is her name?
Is that Chip in there? I don't see a Chip. I see a rose.
Here's Chip.
A picture of Chip. I'd like to see the actual Chip.
Well, we've got more to
I want to
check
see the
out.
actual Lumiere too. And what's this one?
Excuse me.
This is Tangled.
Tangled, it looks like.
This is like an art.
Yes.
An art factory.
Here's her brush. Oh, do you see him?
Not really, because he blended in video.
Pascal.
This is from the Snuggy Duckling, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Where's an apple?
That's... Look at over here's.
Find Easter eggs in here. Would you find her brush?
I did her brush.
Okay.
And there's the little sun. But she paints a lot because she's bored. What's here? Oh, this is cute.
This is her like height growing up.
Yeah.
17 when Tangled takes place, probably, huh?
And then this is Frozen.
This is Frozen. Okay.
Look at
Back up and stand in front of the screen, honey.
It's a voodoo doll Olaf.
Isn't he cute? I think he's handmade by Baby.
Look, now you gotta stand right here. Look,
Anna.
stand right here.
If something happens in his windows. If there's a camera up here so you can like see your motion. So this is the Walt Disney Imagineering Lab, and here, it's a whole space dedicated to Imagineering.
Arts.
So the design.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Ooh, who are these names? Danny, Alexis, Manny, Christy, Nick, and Anna. I think these guys designed this space, probably.
This is absolutely amazing.
But there are all kinds of little artifacts and Easter eggs in here.
Are these in? Yes.
Hollywood Tower of Terror.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, here's a matte painting model for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Lightning McQueen, the Dumbo ride. Oh, this guy is the guy from the lobby of the Polynesian. He's the guy in the main
yeah.
lobby.
He's a tiki guy.
Oh, this is the one Phantom Manor. This is like the music box. There's a Stormtrooper helmet down here. Figment! Those are Figment's colors, maybe?
No,
Is that not purple? It's blue.
no. There's Broncos. Go Broncos.
Don't know what that is. Oh, Partners is right here.
Hello.
How cool is that?
Here's the Barker bird. Is
Oh, really?
that Rummy?
Oh, yeah.
Remy. It's from the mine.
From Seven Dwarfs.
Course, yeah. Uh-oh.
One's missing.
Uh-oh. Somebody broke off a jewel.
The Tron light cycle model.
Hands.
Oh, those are. Looks like
Robot hands?
some sort of animatronic hands, maybe.
Yeah. Remy.
Oh, this is the butterfly.
Oh, Remy. Oh, it is. It
Ready?
totally is.
What? Cinderella Castle 3D printed process model.
Yeah, you just until it's done.
Now over here, if you want to get nauseated, you do one of these rides. So these kids actually design their roller coaster. You get to build your roller coaster, and then you get to ride it in front of this huge screen. If you put the camera just right, it seems kind of real.
Oh, that's awful.
It's pretty cool.
Look at this.
Is this the Wish?
Yeah. 1/200th scale.
And look at these old posters. Big Thunder Mountain. I guess they're not old posters. All the attractions, like when you walk through the tunnel at Disneyland. What, is that an AT-AT walker? Is that a Mars rover?
Space Mars rover from space. That is an AT-AT walker.
That's from First Order, or from Last Jedi. It's one of the new ones. It's still loud right now?
Jungle Navigation Company.
This is just a scavenger hunt waiting to happen.
I know, it's
Who's
so
that
great.
from? To Albert. Here's to many more adventures of a lifetime. FW. Who's FW? Albert Falls. That's who that's to. From the Jungle Cruise. FW.
These are everything. This is everything here on this ship.
Oh, okay. On this kids area.
1923 Aquamouse.
Yeah, totally.
Fairytale Hall. Lab. You're on the Wish.
Oh, Marceline Market.
Slide Rex. So I guess
That's
still
upstairs. Yeah, there's a water slide. It's all things kids do.
The Arendelle. Check out the
These clocks are all the Disney parks around the world. Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Paris, Orlando, and Anaheim.
Wow.
Although they are not even close to right.
No, they're not. They're really not.
None of them are running.
Pick a name over here and then pick a name over here.
This little room here says the Walt Disney Imagineering prop shop. There's all kinds of little treasures up here. Might be hard to see through this grate. But we saw Aladdin's lamp hiding back there, Woody across the top up there. That's the icons for World Showcase, Tomorrowland, Main Street, USA. These are costume pieces. That one on the top right is Festival of the Lion King. Behind that's Main Street. This is a festival or a costume from Rivers of Light back in the day from Animal Kingdom. What's this from?
Small World.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Small World. It's Mary
Really
Blair
long.
style.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. That's from Tokyo. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I wanted to look at these stickers over here. It's like
Disney Imagineering with an old Disneyland sign, Disney Cruise Line.
Carousel of Progress.
That's from Expedition Everest right there. Cozy Cone Motel,
Pluto.
Wilderness Lodge.
Mickey Bar. Kits.
These are from Toy Story Splash Zone, which is the splash area on the top deck.
You can see how they did the bullseye inspired horse in the splash zone.
Okay.
Bullseye rubber ducky.
To make it rideable.
To make it
Oh, there it is
splash
right there.
zone. Yeah.
Same thing for Bo Peeps. Water toy, well water squirter. Peas in a pod, wall water squirter.
Pretty cool. And then there's the color, the Sunnyside yellow and the pea pod green. And then here's some Buzz Lightyear colors and Yeehaw orange and totally teal. Oh, I love stuff like this so much.
Now we got Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck.
Nice cruise theme.
I'm gonna guess that does something.
It probably makes noise. Oh,
This
Oh.
definitely. Oh, you pilot the ship right here. You can play the horn.
that's really cool. Those are cool.
You hear that? Wait. Oh, it just does that.
How did you do that? You actually did it.
Just like manipulating the thread.
Wow. This is very cool too.
There aren't any babies
Oh,
in
this
there,
is
so we can
a-
get a quick look at the baby
This is the actual
carriage.
nursery. This is a small world nursery for the little tiny ones.
Isn't it awesome?
This one you have to pay for by the hour. It's not included in your cruise, but all the other kids areas are all included.
I think this is the area I'd like to work.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, we gotta head out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that tour of the kids clubs. Now we are at the end of the hallway here, so now we are deck 2, heading towards the front of the ship and more staterooms. And then here's going to be the deck 2 forward elevator bank. Look how different our theming is in here. It is all blues and reds. We still have Cinderella Castle because it is still the ship after all. But we're now in the back of the ship, themed to blue. So the carpets at the elevator bank here are themed after Cinderella's castle and the pumpkin carriage. It's called an elevator so you can see the inside of the elevators. Notice the doors also have a pumpkin carriage theme to them. Can you see that in the reflection? Right there. Just to show you the elevators. I'm not going to ride, but we've got Jock and Gus and pumpkins and birds and the glass slipper. And remember these items on the wallpaper in the elevator because we're going to see them again here in just a second in the main atrium. Okay, so I think that completes deck 2. Most of the kids club's on deck 2. So now the real action starts here. We're going to head up to deck 3. So we are now deck 3 aft. See how much taller the ceilings are on this deck? It's insanely different. And we are going to start on our way. We're going to start aft, and we're going to make our way all the way forward and show you everything that's on deck 3, which is the main atrium level of the ship. So there is a lot to see on this one. So we need to see 1923, the Grand Hall, Nightingale's, Star Wars HyperSpace Lounge. There's a bunch of shops, the Bayou, Preludes, and the Walt Disney Theater. The shops are not going to be open because we're at port right now, so I'll show you through the windows, but the shops only open when we're at sea. Alright, so to go forward from this point on the Wish, you kind of have to split into one or two sides. There's some artwork here on the sides. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, like a blooming plant over time. But now we're approaching the 1923 restaurants. This is one of the main dining restaurants on the ship. It's split into two sides, the Walt Disney and the Roy Disney side, and I'll show them from the front here in just a moment. I really do think this tile work on the floor is very cool. All these hidden Mickeys, 4 hidden Mickeys in the compass point directions. So this right here is what they call kinetic art on the Wish. On the Treasure, this is a Steamboat Willie, kind of moving artwork as well. But on the Wish, this is more of a, again, forest, castles, and Disney characters. But there's surprises that come out of this artwork every now and then if you watch long enough. I see, there's one. We've got Minnie and Pluto being pulled by a horse. And look at this guy. It's the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk. He just popped out. So that's pretty cool. You watch long enough and you have these little surprises that come out and kind of travel across this kinetic art. The Disney Wish will sail through the back on the ocean as well every now and then. But you have to time it just right. There's another one, so they're farther away now, so they're smaller. But they're still on their little horse-drawn carriage, Minnie and Pluto. I'm guessing they're heading up towards the castle. I did notice too that this is the actual beanstalk over here. It goes all the way up towards the giant's castle at the very top of the beanstalk. And there's the Wish. Maybe it doesn't look like the Wish. Is it the Wish? Could be the magic, could be the wonder, could be the dream, could be the fantasy, could be the treasure, could be the destiny. All right, let's turn around. And now we're going to head between the two sides of 1923 to the main atrium. They call it the Grand Hall. of the Disney Wish, which is all set up in Halloween mode, so you get to see the Halloween tree as well. Oh boy, there's a bunch of princesses out here right now. It's gonna make it a little hard to show you everything, but what the heck, we'll try. So walking into the main hall, the grand hall of the Disney Wish. Here is the main chandelier of the Disney Wish over our heads, which if you turn your kind of screen upside down, this is themed after the scene in Cinderella when her dress changes magically and it kind of sparkles and swirls from top to bottom. And then you'll see there's stars around the sides of the chandelier. There's actually 4 of them, you can see on this view right here. And those represent the 4 ships that came before the Disney Wish. The dream, the fantasy, the magic, and the wonder. And the treasure has a similar thing. If you saw our video there are lamps around it. There's 5 lamps around the treasure since there are 5 ships that came before the treasure. We're assuming that Destiny will have something in their chandelier to represent the 6 ships that came before her, but we'll see. So up there is a balcony where characters will often come out, or sometimes they will have live music and a violinist up there as well. This is a main stage where there are performances and shows in the Grand Hall of the Disney Wish. It can be hard to see from here, but across the top it says, "If you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true." So here is the Halloween tree on the Disney Wish for the Halloween on the High Seas cruises. His name is Boo. I'm sorry, her name is Boo. And she does all kinds of cool things and lights up and is interactive, and every pumpkin has a projected image on it that's all Cinderella related. So that's Lady Tremaine right there, and that's, I don't know, either Drizella or Anastasia. I can never keep them straight. There's the other one of the 2 sisters. There's Cinderella right as you come into the ship. This is where you board the ship as well. And kind of the magical wishing stars. And there is the fairy godmother up there. Jock and Gus are over here as well. So there is an Avengers photo shoot going on right here. But this is where you board the ship, through this door right here. Kind of bordered by the drapes, the fanciness. And this would be your pathway when you first walk onto the ship. And you get this reveal right here of the Grand Hall. It's a little busy right now, but that's because Rapunzel, Cinderella, and Tiana are all out here meeting right now. So you got a bunch of excited kids and adults waiting to meet their character. So I'm going to turn around from here to the left and show you some of these cases around the outside of the main Grand Hall because they have some pretty cool little secrets in them. So these cases over here are all about the design and the manufacture of the Disney Wish. So here's the Stern character, which is Rapunzel and her hair. She's painting the logo of the Disney Wish with some stats. She has a size 22 shoe. And Pascal is up there with her as well. Pascal's holding the palette right there. This is the Keel coin. The whole number of the Disney Wish is 705. So you see that number throughout the ship and in various places. And this is a commemorative ship's bell. That was a collaboration between Walt Disney Imagineering and Meyer Werft, the shipyard that built the Disney Wish. It was cast in bronze at a special ceremony at the shipyard in August 2021. The real ship's bell is mounted on the flag mast on the tip of the bow on deck 6. We will be checking that out. And then there's a bunch of just early design art and color swatches and a bunch of facts. The ship was built again in Papenburg, Germany, requiring the assistance of 825 vendors, installers from 27 countries. Artwork from the Aquamouse. And this, if anybody's ever seen the show on Disney Plus about the making of the Wish, they feature this little model, this big model. There's an Imagineer, his name is Philip Janot. My apologies, it could be Genotti. But he took it upon himself to build from scratch this wooden model out of balsa wood of the Disney Wish, and built it in the same method that the ship itself is actually constructed. So the ship is built in blocks, about 100 blocks, and they're all lifted into place and assembled one at a time. And so he built this model out of balsa to represent the same blocks that are used in the construction of the ship. So that's one of the blocks right there, and that would fit on this deck right here, and then these 2 pieces would fit together. He's actually built one of these for the treasure. It's in the treasure's atrium as well, and they just released a video the other day that there's one on the Destiny as well, so I'm definitely excited to see that. Here's some more just examples of some of the tile work around the ship. This is a mock-up of the Disney horn. That's actually what it looks like up on the top deck. More artwork about Pascal. And here is another reference to 705, the whole number for this ship. And then let's go across to the other side. Actually, let's look at these cases right here, and then we'll talk about 1923. So these are more about some of the Disney films. Looks like Maleficent and some of the sample paint colors that are used in the animating process. I'm sure that there's a bunch of Easter eggs in here. I'm just kind of going through this quickly, so I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, I'm not sure what these chalices are, but they appear to be from Sleeping Beauty. This is all Sleeping Beauty themed with the fairies right here. This cabinet is all themed to Moana. And you've got Moana's hook up here and some artwork from it.
And I think we're getting off tomorrow when we go to Bayou.
And then if I go across the way here, this is all themed to Princess and the Frog. So again, you see some of the colors used in the animating of Princess and the Frog. Recipes from Dad and Tiana. Oh. The magnolia flower, that's a big part of that movie. You've got Lewis here and Lewis's trumpet and beads and some of the glass bottles that Mama Odie has. And then our last section here is Cinderella. And so some of the early artwork and designs, it looks like, for the pumpkin carriage, for the fairy godmother. There is the actual proclamation about finding the missing woman whose foot fits the shoe. We got artwork of Jacques and Gus. Oh, this is the actual model of the Grand Hall character, which is Cinderella, which I'll try to show, but I can't really get over there while there's a meet and greet going on. And this is some of the art of the balcony and the glass along the stairway, which I'll show you in a minute. All right, so here's some of the Disney carpet.
Thank you.
And here's the scale model of the Grand Hall, 1 to 200 scale. Here's artwork from Lucifer. And then here's examples of the fish extenders that I was talking about. There's the pumpkin one, pumpkin carriage. It looks like a shell from Little Mermaid, and an owl as well. And then this we're going to see in a second. This is from the chandelier in Nightingales, which is very cool. And more carpet swatches and tile swatches, etc. So let's see. We can continue our tour around the Grand Hall, or maybe we can see if we can walk through 1923. So 1923 is a restaurant that is essentially themed after kind of the golden age of Hollywood. And 1923 is the year that Walt Disney arrived in California and established the Walt Disney Company. And so there's two sides, the Walt Disney side and the Roy Disney side. They are mirror images of each other. This is one of the sit-down dining rotations on the ship, which actually is probably the best in terms of quality of food, dining rotation on the ship. So just a quick look. I'm not going to go in there because people are eating their lunch right now, but this is a quick look at the 1923 restaurant. And this is all kind of set up to feature some of the Disney artwork from various films. So each section is kind of themed to an individual film. This obviously is the Tangled section. But if you walk around, there's different films, and then you see some of actually the artifacts from that they used to animate the film. I was going to say from the film, but you know, they are animated, so they're not really screen used. But anyway, that's 1923. One little cool design detail that we learned on our tour, if you look at the lighting fixtures here on deck 3, they are all themed after pumpkins. And you'll see that's going to change as we go up to deck 4 and deck 5. But on deck 3, it's pumpkins. So I had to show off the main atrium character in the Disney Wish Grand Hall, which is, of course, Cinderella. But not only is it Cinderella, but back here, you see Lucifer. And then if you turn around this way and get down real low, you see Jacques and Gus hiding underneath Cinderella's gown. We're going to walk back around this way. Again, pumpkin theming on the back of these loungers. This is the top entrance to the kids club over here, so this is a slide. I think we showed this on our other tour, but this is, I think, a slide that goes down so the kids can actually, there she goes. But she's going to go down all the way into the kids club, and then they can bypass security. They get checked in up here, so the slide actually goes right into the kids club itself.
And it's Alice in Wonderland theme.
Yeah, it was Jungle Book on the treasure, and it's Alice in Wonderland here. Oh, look, there's Cheshire Cat.
And then the
Very cool.
mural is all Alice. And this is very Alice Garden themed. I love it.
I love it too. I love these guys.
You know, it's an exciting time for parents because these kids clubs are about to open for actual business.
There's some seating area up here on deck 3, and then we'll migrate over here and see if I can't show you Cinderella's glass slipper, which is right here at the base of the stairs, framed by Cinderella herself behind us. But yeah, there's the glass slipper, which it does light up and have lighting effects as well. Oh, there's Rapunzel. Okay, so that's deck 3, most of it. Now we're going to kind of wrap around the ship here, going towards the forward aspect of the ship. So the aft is where Walt Disney and Roy Disney is, back here. And if we turn to our right and walk this way, now we're going to go forward and kind of wrap around the forward part of deck 3. So first here on the left, this is Nightingale's. This is a piano bar on the ship. And this is themed after a specific scene in Cinderella, which is actually on this portrait right here, where Cinderella is cleaning and being treated terribly by her stepsisters and her stepmother. And she's told to go down and scrub the floors, and then Lucifer runs around and makes it dirty right after she cleaned it. But this is when she sings the song, Sweet Nightingale. And so they themed this piano bar to that scene of Cinderella. So you have this tile work on the way in, which is just gorgeous. This is all individual tiles. Every key is individually laid hand tiles. And then again, it's closed right now because it's, 9:45 in the morning, so the bar is not open yet, but there's a piano in here, and above it is a chandelier. And if you can see, that chandelier is actually bubbles to represent the scene where she is scrubbing the floor. And there's sheet music that wraps around the chandelier. That actually is the sheet music to the song from the movie Cinderella, the Nightingale song, My Sweet Nightingale. And they have a lot of champagne-based cocktails in here. There's a fancy drink that actually comes in the shape of a bird as well, which I kind of wanted to try, but we haven't done that yet. So as we continue to go to the forward of the ship, now we're going to come across the Bayou, which is one of the other bars on the ship. But this is more of a family-themed area because it's wide open. There's no doors. And it's themed after, obviously, the Bayou from Princess and the Frog. So you see all the magnolia flowers hanging from the ceiling. If you look closely, you'll see fireflies twinkling up there. And this is somewhat of a bourbon whiskey bar, as well as kind of a Bayou themed with classic rum drinks and hurricanes and whatnot. So that's the Bayou. There are little statues of Naveen and Princess Fiona, but I can't get close enough to show you right now. And so right in here, right across from the Bayou, is the Star Wars HyperSpace Lounge.
BB-8, huh?
BB-8, yeah, the BB-8 cube.
Yeah, very cool.
So as we continue to go towards the forward of the ship, here's one of the gift shops. This is called Treasures Untold. And it looks like it's very fancy in here. It is, but they also have just some nice regular Disney shirts and polos and pullovers. They also have some very fancy bags and jewelry. But because we're at port, the shops are all currently closed. Here's some Tiana's artwork leading up to the Bayou. All this artwork, by the way, we'll show you, I think it's on deck 5, is available for purchase. So you can get this and you can actually have it shipped to your home as well. So this is the entrance to the Walt Disney Theater. It's very quiet over here. There's some very cool tile work on the floor here as well with WD on it. And then now, because we're in the front of the ship, we're back to the forest and the forest green. So let's go around. There's a little bit more to show you on deck 3, around onto the starboard side over here. So there's 2 entrances to the Walt Disney Theater, and this is where the main Disney Broadway-style productions are held. It's closed right now, so can't go in there, but this is the Walt Disney Theater, so you can get there on either the port or the starboard side. And then coming back on the starboard side forward of deck 3, we've got some more gift shops on this side, including 3 Wishes, which again is, I think, mostly timepieces and fancy watches. I'm not a huge fan of how much space they consume on this main deck 3 of gift shops, but that is what it is. And then Once Upon a Time, I think, also really time-related stuff, fancy watches and whatnot. That's the sound of trivia, so I'm guessing trivia is about to start. This is a beautiful inlaid tile Wish logo on the ground here, just outside the bayou. And I did want to show off this artwork because we love this. I love this on the Treasure too, but this is on deck 3 forward, starboard side. And this is a cutout of the Disney Wish. And so it actually shows you all the individual spaces of the ship, including the restaurants. You've got the Marvel's Academy restaurant right there, Arendelle right above that, staterooms. This is the aft of the ship, so we've got Marceline Market, which we'll show you later on this tour as we get up higher. Joyful Suites right there. This is the Kids Club vibe. More staterooms. This looks like Oceaneer's Club down here and all the kid areas. The Grand Hall, of course. You can really kind of see how that chandelier is supposed to be her dress, the way they styled it here. This is the Walt Disney Theater. Nope. This is Luna. Sorry, this is Luna, which is one of the adult areas. Kind of a 2-story lounge, and we'll show you as we get there. There's the Walt Disney Theater. Yeah, trivia is starting. But a very cool piece of art here, showing off the Disney Wish. All right, so we're going past the bayou. There's that artwork right down there. There's yet one more gift shop here on the way back towards the front of the ship, called Enchanted Castle Jewels. I'm guessing you can guess what they sell there. I assume this is a very high-end jewelry store. I'm sure they sell Pandora in here, because that's always a partnership. There's another one of those hanging portraits here on deck 3 showing Cinderella riding a carousel towards the castle. We'll take these stairs up to deck 4 and we'll continue our tour on deck 4 forward. Okay, so we're starting in deck 4 forward, forest green, and let's go to the starboard side first. Hi, Christian. And so this is another access here to the Walt Disney Theater. This is deck 4, so this is the balcony seating of the Walt Disney Theater. That was our cruise director, celebrity sighting. So this is the Walt Disney Theater balcony seating right here. And then right next to that is the Neverland Cinema, which quite obviously is themed to Peter Pan, Neverland. But this is one of 2 movie theaters on the ship. We've got the Neverland Cinema. Somewhere in here should be the second star to the right. We did learn that on our tour because this is the forward of the ship. This is on the right side, the starboard side. So if you had to decide where to put the Neverland Cinema, you'd put it on the right because it's the second star to the right. So on the carpet, you see the darling kids flying off, and then Tinkerbell illuminates in here. I'm going to talk very quietly because I don't want to disturb the movie. Okay, perfect timing. The movie is just ending. There's nobody in here. Everybody's left. So yeah, this is the Neverland Cinema. You see Tinkerbell is the light fixtures with the wings projected behind her, which I think is very cool. It's a little dark right now, so you can't quite see the screen, but you've got a bunch of Peter Pan characters along the railing here. This is the Lost Boys along the railing. And it looks like Neverland's up top there in the back. And there's darling kids are on the back of the seats even. Very cool. So that's the Neverland Cinema. Let's go over and see if we can check out the Wonderland Cinema, which is on the port side, the left side of the ship, which is basically an exact clone. It's just themed differently. I had to show you on the ground here, the tile work here. Here we go. So as we go across to the other side, this is something called Luna's Libations, which connects to Luna, the 2-story lounge that we'll see in just a second. And this is where you'd get popcorn and drinks and beverages. on your way to your show. So here's the Wonderland Cinema. And this one says, on the tile around, what a peculiar place. We actually have this in our house, the doorknob from Alice in Wonderland. And you have the Cheshire Cat in this one, illuminating randomly on the doors. It definitely sounds like there's a movie playing in here right now. So I won't go in there, but you get the idea. It looks very similar to the Neverland one, but with Alice in Wonderland theming instead of Peter Pan theming. Now, right in between, or kind of next to those two theaters, is Luna. So this is the lower section of Luna. This is on deck 4. It's closed right now because they're setting up for bingo. But I think we'll be able to see it from deck 5, which is kind of always open. And I can show you what it looks like from up top. But there's a ton of seating in here. And they do bingo, they do trivia, they do some of the bigger shows. And here, again, there's balcony seating up top as well. Luna is themed after the Pixar short called Luna, which you'll see if we get up to the top. But I'll show you the chandelier in here. All right, so we are walking towards the back of the ship from Luna. Here's the top of that artwork we saw by Nightingale. It's, by the way, a hidden Mickey bubble right there. So we're on deck 4 now, and we're going to go back towards the Grand Atrium. In fact, maybe what we'll do, so the Grand Atrium is this way. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a detour and go to the outdoor decks on deck 4. Let me show you those, see if we can go to the front of the ship as well. So there's these doors here that they don't really look like you can go outside because they're kind of solid white, but they do say access to open deck, and you're certainly allowed to go out here. This is where the lifeboats are. And it looks like they've got the upper decks closed, at least on this side right now, because they must be doing some work or some painting. Yeah, I see some guys coming down ladders right now. So we'll try on the other side and see if we can get a little bit farther around the ship. But this is shuffleboard here on deck 4. This is Mickey Shoe yellow lifeboats, which Disney Cruise Line pioneered. They had to petition the Coast Guard and prove to them and do scientific studies that said that this color yellow was bright enough to be visible for rescuing. And once they were able to prove that, they were able to keep their lifeboats the color they wanted, which is the same exact color, the patented yellow color of Mickey Mouse, as the ship as a whole is themed after the colors of Mickey Mouse. See, we're at Nassau right now, next to this gigantic Royal Caribbean ship. But we're kind of stuck here. This is roped off here, and it looks like the stairs down there are roped off. So let me go to the other side of deck 4 and see if that side's open. Okay, so they're doing maintenance outside on the deck right now, so we can't go that way. But did want to point out, remember I said earlier in that elevator that there were certain hidden items that were in that elevator? This is the main carpet here on deck 4, and deck 5, and deck 3 actually. And there's a ton of little hidden surprises in this carpet. So we have the wishing star right there. We have Jacques and Gus. And you see them hiding in the carpet right above there. We have pumpkins right there. Somewhere in here is Cinderella's glass slipper, as well as the pumpkin carousel, which I will find it. Okay, there's the pumpkin carousel. Found that. Oh, and there's the glass slipper right there. There is also a bird hidden, which, man, it's really well hidden because it's a repeating pattern, but I still have a hard time trying to find the bird. I'll keep looking. But anyway, up here on deck 4, you see that now the chandeliers are themed to a spool of thread. And theoretically, that's because on this deck is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where they make outfits and doll up the children, or the adults, to look all fancy on their cruise. So that's why deck 4 has the spool of thread in the chandelier. This is an elevated view here of the Grand Hall, and the princesses are still meeting down there. Rapunzel, Belle, Tiana. Now we got Moana out here, and Cinderella is still over there, I think. But a pretty good look at the chandelier up here on deck 4. And this is actually guest services right here. So we're staying concierge, and when you're staying concierge, you don't go to guest services because the concierge takes care of everything for you. But this is where they are if you need them, here on deck 4. So looking out onto the Grand Hall of deck 4, we see on the carpet down here that it's all Pinocchio themed. So you have Jiminy Cricket and Cleo and Figaro from Pinocchio. And the reason is, if you look around behind you, right here, this is called the Wishing Star Cafe, which is this little coffee shop themed to Pinocchio. But the carpet kind of points you in the right direction. So you deserve to have your wish come true, said by Jiminy Cricket, who sits right here on the counter of the Wishing Star Cafe. Hi, Jiminy. Oh, he's got a little hidden pumpkin on him. So they serve coffee here and specialty beverages. And there's some pretty incredible tile work here too from the film Pinocchio of Cleo and Figaro. And then on the other side you see Geppetto and Pinocchio. Pretty beautiful. Again, this is all, as you can tell, but this is all individual tiles. This isn't like a print. Somebody had to put these tiles in here one by one. That's pretty darn impressive. Speaking of tile work, I go around the corner here. There's some people online, but this tile work, or this piece of art here, is from Cinderella. A dream is a wish your heart makes. What a beautiful piece of art this is. And again, all tile, all individual tile work. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so if we keep going around in a circle here on deck 4, we've almost finished the Grand Hall area. Here is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where kids can come and sign up for a session where they get made up, and they can choose to be dressed like their favorite character, and they can get the full makeup and the hair and the glitter and all that stuff. Never done this one because we have boys, but. And then here on the other side of deck 4 Grand Hall, it's just some seating areas. Disney Vacation Club and Pluto is currently meeting. Not much of a line either. Oh, there's more to show back here. I forgot. All right, so on this side over here, our tour guide pointed these portraits out to us. These are Disney princesses, but of different cultures and races, meant to kind of exemplify Disney's commitment to diversity and inclusion, which I think is awesome. They've got princes and princesses from all different cultures and races and religions. Love that. Now, this is Hook's Barbery, and yes, this is a barbershop. This is for men to come get their hair done or styled or whatever you want to do. What's even more interesting about this space, though, is that right to the side over here, there's nobody in here, so I'm going to be quiet, but is a secret bar. This is a speakeasy. There's only 3 seats in here. They open these cabinets at 5 p.m. and from 5 until 9, it's a bourbon tasting bar. And it's Hook's Barbery, so you see the Peter Pan theming here. And look at the just details and artifacts on these shelves in here. This looks like the little lantern that Tinkerbell is trapped in within. The combination of Peter Pan with barbershop. Look at that alligator, TikTok. A little bit of a glare. You can definitely feel the Peter Pan connections in here. Logan actually got a haircut here once and said it was the best haircut of his life. So this is it. This is the small little space in here to get your hair done or to come have a bourbon-based cocktail. So as we head towards the aft, this is Worlds of Marvel, and I'll show you the entrance to Worlds of Marvel. The restaurant itself will be closed, but I've got some video I can put in so you can see what it's like in there. So we have these kind of relief paintings here. Spider-Man and Captain Marvel and Captain America. Oh, and Ant-Man hiding up there on this side. And then if you come down the hallway to the other side, we've got Black Widow, Iron Man, and Black Panther on this side, which I do believe were the 2 sides in Civil War fighting each other. Oh, maybe not, because there's the Wasp. But anyway, so this is the entrance to Worlds of Marvel right here. Very high-tech, fancy, screen-based dining experience. Pretty neat. Although this is probably our least favorite restaurant, just based on the quality of the food, and it's so loud in here. So we're trying to have dinner. We're just old fogies, so it's very difficult to hear each other because there's so much like stuff going on with a loud show. But yeah, I'll put in the video of what I have when we last ate here right now.
3, 2, 1. Nice.
All right, so just to orient you, I came back out of the Worlds of Marvel, and now I'm going down the other side of the ship. still on deck 4 to show you what's across from the Hook's Barbery. So this is deck 4 aft. We're on the port side right now. The Hook's Barbery's on the starboard side, but on the port side is the Untangled Salon. So this is for the ladies to come get their hair done and get all fancied up. Notice that this one's about 10 times bigger than the men's side. But anyway, it's all themed after Rapunzel because, of course, right? Rapunzel's hair from Tangled. So this is a full functioning hair salon for women. I'm sure men can come in here too if they want. With a bunch of Tangled themes. In fact, I think all the curtains represent Tangled or Rapunzel's hair. And there's a little Easter egg on the glass outside of Tangled Salon. If you go to the very bottom right and look all the way down, look who's down here. Pascal. That completes our tour of deck 4. And now, let's head up. We're going to go up the main staircase here from deck 4 to deck 5. One more look at the Grand Hall, and I'll show you a little Easter egg you can find as you walk up the main staircase from deck 4s to deck 5. So coming up the stairs almost to the very top, right here at the very bottom, it's a hidden mouse from Cinderella. All right, we're on deck 5. And so I think to keep our tour consistent, I'm going to go all the way to the forward and start the deck 5 tour there, and then we'll come back aft. All right, so here we are at the deck 5 staircase forward. And so on the starboard side, you have Senses Fitness, which I won't go into right now because people are working out in there. And then over here on the port side, we have Senses Spa, which we went to both of these spaces on embarkation day. We got tours of both. And so I want to put that video in right now. So we are at the Senses Spa. Buffy just picked up, she has the length of cruise Rainforest pass, which we might be able to go and check out here in a second.
Okay, come down this hallway. I happen to know I think I know my way around. It's been a while.
Calming in here already, the music. Why is there a curtain right here? What's going on?
I had
Because
acupuncture.
if you have pain in your feet.
Here's where we could get the couples massage, mister.
So this one is spatial.
Will you get this, please? Because this is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And you get your own hot. What?
Oh my god, I like you.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness.
This one is for the couple who have best experience in the cruise. So we're gonna start from foot exfoliation. After that, we're gonna give you 20 minutes to 25 minutes jacuzzi. After that, we're gonna give you 75 minutes. In the end, we're gonna serve fresh fruit and tea.
Fruit and tea and massage and a shower.
Yes.
This is the most beautiful
Wow.
room I've ever seen.
And the price is $699
$6.99.
for 2-person each.
Here's my place, my
It's the
home.
rainforest, huh?
This is our heart.
I love it. I love it.
3-year French shower. Have you done this before, sir?
Not on this ship.
Not this.
Not on this ship.
I've done it on this ship.
This is I love.
Yeah, these are
this one.
heated, right?
I love the warm loungers. Now, what is this meant to be? I've been like wondering on the treasure end here, just to put your feet in.
Yeah. Just like this. Take a seat, have some chat, and then
Put your feet in.
Yeah. Some your feet, relax. This is tea.
That's a hammam. It's my favorite.
Love it. Yeah.
This one is so hot it will melt your face off.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love that one. It's my favorite.
There's nobody in there, right? Okay.
Jacket.
Oh my
I like the dry sauna too because it makes you sweat. Come out, drink a lot of water, sweat. Okay, outside.
This is outside area.
Outdoor rainforest.
Outdoor rainforest.
Yeah, this is where it's at.
Right, I think one of them has jacuzzi and one of them doesn't. One of them's like soaker.
Yeah, one of them is right there. It's black brown one. It's like nothing.
And this one is like,
Yes.
and all the little floaty, swingy chairs.
Yeah, but it's right there in the street. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is Yokai.
Yokai. I love that name.
Zimbabwe.
Oh, very cool.
Zimbabwe.
Yes, so this is our
fitness center is open at 6 a.m.
Okay.
until 10 p.m.
6 to 10.
Yes, to use the machines is called the class.
Spin class. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that tour. We're still here on deck 5 forward at Senses Spa, and I'm gonna see now if I can go outside onto the deck here, although it kind of looks like this might be shut down too. So this is the Senses Fitness side of deck 5, and we're gonna come outdoors and turn left to go forward. And so now we're on the outdoor portion of deck 5, where there's relaxation spots and chairs. Captain's Bridge is up there, and I think the stairs are open to go up to the very front of the ship, which would be awesome. So let's see if we can get up there. It's these stairs right up here on deck 5 forward. This is one of the weirder parts of the design of this ship, I think, because the other Disney Cruise Line ships, not the Wish class, but the other ones, have a running track that you can continue on this path and go all the way around the ship in a circle. But this one is broken up by stairs if you go aft, and then if you go forward here, it actually ends. It's a dead end up here. So there's this kind of pathway that takes you underneath the forward aspects of deck 5, but there's really nothing down here to do. It's not really for guests, and this is crew members only, so it's absolutely a dead end. What's actually beyond that is the outdoor portion of the rainforest, which I'll show you as we go up the stairs right now. Okay, so we're going up the stairs from deck 5 to deck 6 forward, which is the very front of the ship. As far forward as you can go on the Disney Wish. And yeah, it's open. Awesome. It's also not windy out here, which is amazing. It's crazy windy on the front. So there's this whole open deck area. I have no idea what they were thinking with this design or what they thought this would be used for. Nothing ever happens here. It's a big space on the ship to go unused. So I'm not sure why they didn't put things there, other than the fact that these are actually concierge staterooms right here. These are concierge ocean view staterooms. And so they have a beautiful view of the ocean. They probably didn't want to ruin that by people out here in their swimsuits or whatnot, but anyway. Above that is the bridge. So this is the best view we can get of the bridge. You can't go on the bridge, unfortunately. There's an officer patrolling. He's on patrol. So below us here is the rainforest. And I've never really liked that design on this ship because you're kind of like in a fishbowl. Everybody walks by that can see you trying to relax down here. But anyway, that's what it is. Let's go all the way out to the very front of deck 5 and have our Titanic moment. Which, by the way, if you turn on the TV and you put on the bridge view, it totally shows this whole area. So everybody on the ship can see you having your Titanic moment when you're sitting out here. But you go to the very front of the ship, and there it is, as far forward as you can be on the Disney Wish. So yeah, there you go. There's the very front of the Disney Wish. I think I can see the bridge camera right up there at the top of that ladder. That's what gives the bridge view on your TV, on your stateroom TV. So you can see this side. Over here, the stairs were closed. That's what they were doing the maintenance. So we had to go on the other side. Which actually means that we can actually walk in this little connecting area, this little pointless helicopter landing pad zone. That's what it seems like. Go right through here. Look right into people's staterooms. All right, so we're back. Deck 5 forward, Senses Fitness to the right, and Senses Spa to the left. We're going to turn around and do a 180 and walk down this direction, and this will be the second deck of the space called Luna. So this is Luna. This is all the balcony seating of Luna. So the idea here is that this short, called Luna, is about a family that sails on their boat and goes out into the water and actually puts stars into the night sky. And so they couldn't really create an open air market on the Disney Wish, so they created this false sky up top to kind of simulate being in an outdoor environment. And it's a little hard to see from here, but there are constellations up there that are actually lit up. Wall-E and Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. And this is the main stage of Luna, where again, this is their biggest probably gathering spot other than the Walt Disney Theater. So they do things like bingo in here, which is incredibly popular. So there are two lounges here on deck 5 forward. There's the Triton Lounge and there's Keg and Compass. Triton Lounge currently has trivia going on, or maybe it's the making of the Wish. But Triton Lounge is named after King Triton from The Little Mermaid. You can see the little trident up there on the side. And this lounge is present on all of the newer ships because they are technically called Triton class ships. So the Wish, the Treasure, and I assume it'll be on the Destiny as well. I'll show you what it looks like inside there. People are watching a video about the making of the Disney Wish, but it's actually a fairly unthemed lounge, as opposed to Keg and Compass, which is a very themed lounge to kind of Scandinavian nautical Viking theming. And it's closed right now for a private event, but we have some video of this from earlier in the cruise that I'll put in right now of the Keg and Compass. Just wanted to give you guys a quick peek into the Keg and Compass bar in here. A lot of these are themed after Disney treats. You see like Dole Whip up there. Another one's holding a Mickey pretzel. And then on the ceiling they have the actual characters that are in the oceans of Disney movies in their geographically correct place. Like there's Monster of the Whale all over the ceiling. I won't go all the way in there because of people, but this is obviously the sports bar. Hey, go Bears! Yes, and there's Keg and Compass. So we have left Luna behind us, that direction. Coming this way, there's a royal studio here. They actually do professional portrait photography here. And then this is the Art of Disney on Demand. This is what I was talking about, where you can come to these touchscreen stations and you can select the Disney Wish, the complete Disney Wish collection. And essentially, they have all of the art that you've seen or I'm about to show you on the stairwells and in the staterooms is all here that you can all order, that you can order and have sent home. Paper, canvas, various sizes are available. You gotta choose media first. If you choose canvas, 23 by 40, you can have it framed, $369. And I don't know if that includes shipping. It'll be delivered in 2 to 3 weeks. That's not too bad. So yeah, they have some examples of the art here, but obviously this is all around the ship and other locations as well. This is Mickey's main sale. This is kind of the main merchandise location of your just more kind of bread and butter Disney merch, not the super fancy stuff, but they've got toys and plush, suitcases and clothing and all the things that you would expect from a Disney gift shop are in Mickey's main sale. We'll keep going around in a circle here to this side of Deck 5. There's really not much over here. I think this is where Port Adventures desk is, right down there, and then just some seating up here on Deck 5 of the Grand Hall with the closest view you're going to get of the chandelier. And the princesses are still meeting. I'll tell you what, the stamina of those princesses, they've been meeting now for, I think it's been an hour, and they're still going strong. So let's keep going aft from the Grand Hall. Remember before that this carpet down here was Pinocchio themed and kind of directed you to the Wishing Star Cafe? Well, this carpet has a hidden sword in a stone. Awesome. And so it directs you right here to the Enchanted Sword Cafe. And this is themed after the film Sword on the Stone. See a sword hidden right there in the railing of the Enchanted Sword Cafe. Again, very similar. They do specialty coffees and alcoholic drinks here at the Enchanted Sword Cafe. But this one has its own quote on the mirror. It's up to you how far you'll go. If you don't try, you'll never know. From Merlin. Here is some of the more photo stations where you can download or purchase your photos on the ship. We're going aft right now on Deck 5, and this is actually the entrance to Edge. So this is the Tween Club for kids. I don't remember the exact age. I'll put it on the screen. I think it's maybe 10 to 12, but this is where you get into Edge. We're now in the aft elevators, blue for back of the ship. There's this kind of mirrored wishing well artwork here. So it's like you're inside the wishing well looking up into a mirror. Not sure what that's supposed to represent. Am I standing in the sky right now? Not sure. And then this is the entrance to Arendelle, one of the other three restaurants. So you have 1923, Worlds of Marvel, and Arendelle. And so this is the entrance to Arendelle, which includes this very, very long corridor to get there, as if you're walking through the castle in Arendelle with some of the artwork that's available or that you'll see in the castle of Anna and Elsa, who are right here. Oh, what's his name? I don't remember. but basically bathrooms on the way back to the restaurant itself. Just showing off some of the artwork here, so I'm going to keep this video going because these are directly from the film. You'll find these pieces of art in the film itself, including, hello Joan. Some pretty beautiful art here, actually. There may be a special event going on in here, so I'm not sure if we can go in here or not, but this is the entrance to the Arendelle restaurant. There's the ice horse that Elsa rides. Oh, it appears that maybe there's a meet and greet happening in here. But here we've got some wine, first of all, featured by the Kingdom of Arendelle, and busts of Anna and Elsa. Elsa, Anna, nice to meet you. Yes, you can meet Anna and Elsa in here right now. Let's see if I can go to the back of the restaurant, because I just want to see and show you guys the Stern character, which you can see back there. Let's see if I can get back there. So yeah, we made it to the back of the restaurant, and there's Pascal right there. You can just barely see him through the window. And you can see Rapunzel's size 22 foot. Right there. We're looking out the very aft windows of the ship on deck 5, I think is where we are. So there's the backside of Rapunzel. When we get off at Castaway Key, you can see her much better from the ground. There she is. Oh, they're working on it right now. They're out there actually painting or scrubbing. Wow.
I believe Rapunzel is getting her hair washed.
But there it is. The entirety of the Arendelle restaurant. And then I'm going to put in the clips of the actual show that we experienced while eating here right now.
Enjoy the party. You were beautiful.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Good to see you both as well. You know, it took me a few tries, but I gotta write it down.
You two love extras, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, give me advice for us.
Yes, we're pretty new to this.
Stay friends, laugh along. Yeah. Make fun of each other.
Don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Don't feel, don't let them go. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. My power flurries through the air into the ground. We're just meant to be. Say goodbye to the pain of the past.
I'm walking out of the Kingdom of Arendelle. Had to show the clock. You imagine Anna's foot up there, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And now I'm going to show you the map because we're going to start going up in decks. But when you go up in decks from deck 5, we start just decks 6 through 10 are just staterooms. So not much to show you on those decks, but I'll show you the fish extenders and the carpet on each floor. So this is deck 5 going up to deck 6. So just popped into deck 6, which is also pumpkin carriage themed. So let's keep moving. Pumpkin carriage theme on the carpet here. Going up to deck 7. Deck 7 is the same. Pumpkin carriage, pumpkin fish extenders. Deck 7 was the same. Deck 8 is this little birdie right here. Now we've switched to a green carpet and a green theme down the hallways with this bird or slash owl on the fixed extenders of deck 8. I'm out of breath because I'm climbing stairs. We're coming up to deck 9. The one thing I didn't show you on deck 8 was the Fairytale fresh laundry, but we did take a video of that when we did our tour and our laundry this morning, so I'll put that in right now. Welcome to the Fairytale fresh laundry with a bunch of Fairytale forest animals. We're gonna guess that it's gonna be empty in here because who comes and does laundry 30 seconds after getting on their Disney cruise? Only if you're on the back-to-back. Definitely plenty of ironing boards and irons, and these are all controlled by your Key to the World card or your Magic Band, which is actually really nice. Deck 9 is the same. Green, owl. So skipping 9, heading up to 10, and 10 is where it starts to get exciting again. Ooh, so deck 10 has a shell. We've got a green carpet, and yeah, a shell theme here. Just wanted to show you guys the map here. So we're at deck 10 aft. I was thinking this is where we start to get to non-stateroom stuff, but really that's deck 11. But if you see the elevator banks and see how they both go up, but they're not connected between them, that's something on the Disney Wish that can be confusing when you're just learning the layout. So in the aft, anything above deck 11 is here. You cannot get there from the forward. You have to go down to 11 to get across. It doesn't connect. There's kind of an open space right here. So these elevators only go up, and then each elevator does not always go to the same level. These elevators go to deck 13 and the one elevator goes to deck 14. And it's a similar thing on the forward. Not all the elevators go all the way up. So you have all your items over here above deck 11 and aft. You have to get there with these elevators. Then you have to go down to 11, go to the forward of the ship, and go back up to get to these things. So once we get to deck 11, I think we're going to explore all of this stuff in the aft first, and then we'll come back down, go across the pool deck, and do all the stuff in the forward of deck of the ship, including the Concierge Lounge. So let's go up to 11. So deck 11 starts with Marceline Market, first and foremost. So there's a map on the wall here of all the different sections of Marceline Market. And we actually walked through there when we re-embarked the ship on our back-to-back sailing when it was completely empty. And so I'm going to put that video in right now because Marceline Market is right, basically takes up the entire deck 11 aft. So enjoy your tour of Marceline Market. All right, guys, upside down plants. What's not to like about that? Little tour of Marceline Market and all the different seating areas available in here, since there's nobody here yet, so we can actually do it without disturbing people that are trying to eat. Because there's several distinct sections of this market. Toys and more.
Toys.
That's from Tangled
Flowers.
Flowers.
Toys is probably Pinocchio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like the central area between the two sides, which is also a bar and a little coffee market. Where? Oh, it's out there. I see it. Yeah. There's two of them. Oh no, the other one's not good.
You know what? It's a pattern, but we're gonna go with it.
It's a hidden Disney.
It's a hidden Disney club.
So we've got.
Alice in Wonderland tea party.
Yeah. Here's the pocket watch. And there's the rabbit who's late. Is this the key that unlocks the door?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that's the Queen of Hearts. And this is a mirror.
It's a two-way mirror. You watch.
Whoa.
Tea party. Oh, look at that. One here where you've got
Oh yeah.
the Mad Hatter. Let's see. There's the garden flowers.
So we're down here.
Yeah. And you've got
Alice.
Pepper Pot. And then you have the bread and butterflies.
Okay.
Bread and butterflies.
I haven't watched this most recently, so I don't know.
And
what
here
you're talking
is
about. Oh yeah.
the Mad Hatter with his. There is the March Hare.
Where's Tweedledee and Tweedledum? They got
Oh,
it in
they're
here somewhere.
in here somewhere.
What's this up here? It looks like a unicorn.
Look, that's a rocking horsefly. Come on.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. And here's the White Rabbit's house.
Okay.
Look, there he is.
Pocket watch.
March
Rabbit
Hare.
Fisher.
It's a little vignette.
This is definitely Remy-esque right here. So let's see what this room is. Oh, there's somebody. There's a chef working back here, so I won't go film that. But this is Maurice's Mechanical Marvels, is this section. So it's all of his like little tinker toys and trinkets and all the stuff he's.
These?
Yeah, it's Maurice's.
Okay, yeah, okay. Because we have in here interesting things, lots of Cogsworth like gears, and then look,
Oh yeah,
and Lumiere, I would guess, is
Yeah.
represented there.
Lumiere and Cogsworth.
And I think this is pot, maybe.
Oh, for sure. No doubt about it. And that's probably Chip right there.
Oh, I don't see a chip. Oh, there's the flume, the duster flume.
Yep. But this is where you come for your buffet. And then your seating area is over here on the right, which is very nice. This bar area is very cool. There's a lot more seating in here, I think, than there was in Cabanas. They are all stocked and ready. This is Remy's first chef's hat. Oh, and here is the recipe for ratatouille. Why is it blank?
It fell off.
Something, oh, it's down there.
It fell off.
Huh. Oh, the card should be up there. Okay, I get it. There you go. If you want to know how to make ratatouille, it's right there. All right, now where are we?
Which orchard? We're in.
Snow White. There's an apple on the wall. Look at the lights or milk bottles. And now the light fixtures are upside down in the hall. This is the very back section of the restaurant. And we've got Andy, Thumper,
Flower.
Flower. Ooh, I couldn't think of that.
Yeah.
What are the light fixtures in here? I like the plants. Are they real?
No, they're not real, but they are very real looking.
Yeah, they are. I really questioned it myself.
Yeah, I had to touch them.
So these are just like little floofy lights. Oh, they're flower lights. Supposed to be like flowers. This is the flower room.
This must be Geppetto's workshop.
Oh. This is, yeah, totally. There's Figaro.
Figaro.
Where's
Figaro,
Cleo?
Figaro. Oh, she's in here probably somewhere.
Where's
There's
the,
Geppetto's glasses.
where's Jiminy Cricket?
Here's Monstro.
Oh, sure enough. That's cool. Huh.
Monstro.
And this is probably from the carnival.
Yeah, I think you're right. Music is give your better self a break. When you wish upon
When you wish upon a star, right there. Huh. Look at that. With the music and the metronome. A bunch of wooden animals. Got an elephant and a bear and a duck and a rabbit and a horse. And a Pinocchio. And his pre-alive stage.
Oh my gosh, I love this vintage dustpan. It's copper. Both of my grandmothers had those.
And our light shades in here are lampshades.
I like these lampshades. And I remember this being kind of a dead end spot.
Yeah, quiet.
But we came back here and sat for a while on the treasure.
Yeah, sometimes you can find a spot here when everything else is full. It's hard to imagine it being full with how empty it is right now. Hello. We got music back here, When You Wish Upon a Star.
Give a little whistle.
What's that from? Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Right next to Marceline Market in Deck 11 is Joyful Sweets, which is the extra charge sweet shop here on Deck 11. We also took a video of this earlier, and we'll put that video in now.
It's noon, which means Joyful Sweets is open, so let's check out our options here.
Joy! Hello, how are you? Thank you.
Ooh, red velvet cones?
Unicorn vanilla, what is happening here? What?
This is a selection of ice cream. Is it sherbet? It's sherbet and ice cream. Do we have Bing Bong.
There are such Halloween-inspired ice creams right now.
Shopping options.
Let's see. You can get scoop of gelato for $4, scoop of regular ice cream for $3.75, and then it goes up from there.
It's really not that. I mean, it's an extra
It's
charge
not
in here,
that bad.
but it's not that bad.
3 scoops of gelato for $6.50. That's
it's
really reasonable.
That whole Sunday, and you get the take-home cut, $12.95. That's what.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That
I think
seems like a good deal.
for limited, add your selection of ice cream or gelato in a souvenir bowl for $4 additional.
It's only $4 for that bowl.
Huh.
We got some core memories here on the wall.
Disgust, sadness,
and just fear, right? Here's the machine that brings the memories down. Anger's not having a good day. Great view from the inside out joyful sweet shop.
So going this direction from Marceline Market, and you find this little gift shop here called Forbidden Nights. And this has a lot of things that you might have forgotten. So they have hats, and they have mugs, and they have swimsuits, and they have sunscreen, and they have hats and sunglasses and things that you just might have forgotten to bring on your trip. You can get them here at Dory's Forget-Me-Nots. Get it? All right, now we're going on to the main pool deck of deck 11. And then we're going to go up from here so that I can show you the aft portion of deck 12, 13, and 14. But this is the main pool deck of the Disney Wish.
So this is what's called the Festival of Foods. It's actually really, really good. So this is Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue. We've got brisket, pulled pork, pork ribs, roast chicken, sausage, collard greens, mac and cheese. Had all of that. It's very good. And what makes it even better, you come over here, a bunch of variety of barbecue sauces. We've got regular Mississippi honey, Kansas City classic, Carolina tangy bowl. Excellent stuff. Makes that barbecue even better. Coming around the side here, let's see, this would be the port side. We have pizza pies. And so here you can get prosciutto pizza, 4 cheese, pepperoni, margarita, plant-based sausage pizza. These are all fresh. They're making them right there in the pizza oven behind them. They also are above average for what you would think. And all of this stuff that I'm showing you is all included in your cruise. None of this stuff costs money outside of your cruise fare. Picking back up on our tour at Donald's Cantina, so this, as I was saying, is where you can build your own burritos, tacos, and bowls. This is much like a Chipotle model, where you can pick your rice, salsa, protein, toppings, and then make them as tacos, burritos, or bowls. It's actually really, really good. So here's one of the drink stations. That's one of the things that Disney Cruise Line does. It's a little bit different than other ones where soda is always free on Disney Cruise Line. So you've got your variety of sodas here, and then on the end here is tea and coffee, hot chocolate. Another bar on this side of deck 11, and then we're going to come around here towards the forward starboard side of deck 11. There's another drink station over here. We're also going to get some ice cream, and that's our next stop up here. So we have another bar called The Lookout. And right behind The Lookout, we have Minnie's Delights. And so this is soft serve. Different flavors every day. So today there's chocolate pineapple, chocolate vanilla. This is all complimentary included in your cruise. You can get as much as you want.
My favorite is banana.
Yeah, banana's good. And undoubtedly, the kids take advantage of this all cruise long. And so going all the way around to the very end here of deck 11, this continues the other side of Mickey's Festival of Food. So over here we have Goofy's Grill, where they have your typical hamburger, cheeseburger, plant-based burger, hot dog, sausage, bratwurst, and the infamous Disney Cruise Line chicken tenders.
We are going up right now. We just made it up to deck 12 aft, where these pools are packed. Nassau Day is kind of like a sea day. So let's go in here in the inside of deck 12. We'll show you what's here, and then we'll go up to deck 13. All right, so here's the elevators, deck 12 aft. And now if you come up here, it kind of splits to either the fancy side on the port with the rose or the kids side on the starboard. So we're gonna go to the starboard first, which is where Hero Zone is, thank you, and Vibe. So Vibe is the teen club here on the Disney Wish. Looks like it might be an open house right now because I see adults in here. But just to give you a general idea, this is the teen space. I think it's 14 and up or 13 and up. Would go into Vibe. And then just down the hallway from Vibe is the Hero Zone. The Incredicourse is set up right now, which is like this huge inflatable course that you can play on. Oh my gosh, bananas. This is the Hero Zone. There's quite a line for it. But you got ping pong in here. I think we're gonna go up to the upper deck so I can show it to you a little bit better. So up here we've got air hockey. This one's open. And then this is the inflatable course here. It actually looks very fun. So here's the starting line right here. Ready, set, go. A lot of rug burns happening on this course. A lot of rug burns. So the Hero Zone is a dead end, so the only way out is the way you came in. So we're gonna head back down the stairs and back out the Hero Zone towards the other side of the aft of the ship here. There is a set of secret stairs here, highlighted by this blue neon at the bottom there. That's in Marceline Market. So this is the only way to get to the Hero Zone area from inside the ship is these stairs right here. Otherwise you take the outdoor stairs by the pool that I took to get up here. So there's Vibe. We're going through this area back to the elevator bank. So that was on the starboard side of deck 12. And now we're gonna go to the port side, which is the Rose with Palo Steakhouse and Enchante. I'm just gonna go check it out in here because it's beautiful. We actually have a reservation for brunch at Palo in about an hour, less than an hour. So this is all Beauty and the Beast themed. So you'll see characters from Beauty and the Beast. There's La Plume. As we walk down the hallway here, Cogsworth. I'm gonna show my ignorance by not knowing all of them. Oh yeah, this is the Ottoman, but I don't know his name. There's Mrs. Potts and Chip. Mrs. Potts and Chip again. Wait, what? Yeah? Oh, that was just Chip. This is just Mrs. Potts. And the Armoire, I think she has a name too, but I don't know what it is. And then this is very elegant and quiet in here, so I'm kind of whispering, but this is the entrance to the Rose, which is a adult exclusive area. Oh, look how the petals of the rose are made from the text of the book. That's very cool. And here's the enchanted mirror. And you can come in here to get drinks and cocktails before your reservations at Palo or Enchante. Again, there's nobody in here right now, so it's a little bit awkward. But right down at the end here is the entrance to both of those. You've got this rose motif on the ceiling. And just to get an idea of the menu here, they do have the rose cocktail, which someday I'm gonna have to try. It's expensive. And I don't even know what that is, 818, 8 reserve, but it's infamous. I have had the crazy old fashioned here and it was good. They have a tea-based beverage as well, the Mrs. Tea. I believe that has champagne. So yeah, definitely an elevated, quiet experience up here. Then I might, oh, look at this bar. Wow. Look at the rose petals and the glass behind the bar. Beautiful. And then down there's the entrance to Palo and Enchante, which we're not going to go to right now, but we will come back. So we're about to experience some Palo goodness here in less than an hour. So we're back out from those elevator banks in the aft of the ship. Princess and the Frog going. So this is the Aquamouse. This is the water coaster. It goes all the way around the top of the ship. I did ride that on the first cruise. It was super fun. And then these stairs on the aft take you up to the adult area. So this area, these stairs, everything past these stairs is reserved for 18 and older. And there's going to be a lot of people up here right now, so I won't film it now, but starting right here, again on embarkation day when there was nobody on the ship, we took a video of this area, the adult area and Cove Cafe and Bar, and I'll put that in right now. This is all 18 and over. Got some comfy circular loungers, a whole bunch of these nice padded wooden loungers. And the adult area continues around the side of the ship towards the back where the Cove Cafe is. Hey, the hot tub's open. You should have come prepared with swimsuits. This is the Quiet Cove Whirlpool Spa. It's ready to rock. Nobody in here. This is the only hot tub for the adult area though, on this ship. Heading past the hot tub, more comfy adult loungers. This is a full sun area, that's for sure. Look, there's a shower here, I guess for the hot tub.
This pool deck could not be a better temperature right now. Like in the sun here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Great.
Yeah. This area is usually either packed with people or super windy. So right now it's neither of those. It's very nice. Love this rocking chairs back here. Look at that comfy material too. These like comfy canvas. Bunch of just seating here to have a drink in the sun. More loungers. Looks like we're getting ready to fold some towels maybe. Oh, and this is the completely empty Cove Cafe with nobody in it. It is really, 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 really nice. This is a crisp. I'd say it's crisp in there. I bet this water's like 80 degrees. And then this is also pool water. This is not hot tub water, but this is an infinity pool off the back of the back of the ship. So when you're at sea, sitting there and just looking out over the back, it's pretty neat. It's all ready to go. The Cove Bar for cocktails, and the Cove Cafe is one of the specialty coffee shops on the ship, which is 18 and over though. The other ones are all ages. So just continuing to walk by, this is the entrance to the Cove Cafe, which I don't think is open yet. Well, maybe we can go in there and walk around. And then this is actually a dead end. This just goes down the edge of the adult area on the Wish. And so there's no getting out down here. So these chairs tend to be pretty empty, especially depending on the sun direction, because people don't even know they're there because you can't get to them any other way. Let's walk around the Cove Cafe a little bit and see what we got. It is open, there's nobody in here. That's very nice. This is very much Moana themed. There's Maui's Hook. There's Crush. So from the adult area, there's these stairs that I think people don't really notice, but this is actually partially a smoking section up here, so we don't come up here very often, but some of the best views on the ship, off the back of the ship, are up here. This is as high as you can get on the Disney Wish. So this half is not a smoking section. This is just the adult section. And then this half over here is for smokers. There's these very cool chairs.
So here's a nice elevated view of the pool deck of the Disney Wish on a busy port day, where this is only a 3-night sailing, so there's no sea day on this sailing. So all you have is a Nassau day and a Castaway Cay day. Everybody wants to get off on Castaway Cay, so I think just about everybody is staying on the Nassau day to enjoy the ship. It's pretty busy. It's busier than it was on our last 4-night sailing. And we're going to go down one deck and take this elevated deck to the forward of the ship, and then that's going to be it. We're almost there. We've almost shown you the entire Disney Wish. We're almost complete with our tour. Again, if you're looking to get to the adult areas, you come to the aft of the ship and find this staircase at the top of the pools, and that's what takes you up there. It's a little bit confusing to find it. All right, so we're starting right at funnel vision at the screen in the massive Disney funnel here on deck 12, and we're heading forward towards these simulated exhaust pipes here. Classic angle right now on the Disney cruise ship. This is a view and a photo that everybody wants to get for sure, right there. But so this is deck 12 forward, and we've got Wheezy's Freezies that sell alcoholic and non-alcoholic smoothies right here. And this is the splash zone, which I got a video of this earlier too, so I'll throw that in right now.
Can't normally film this area because it's a little creepy to film children splash pad. But just a good look at what the Toy Story splash zone looks like. Arr. Hit Mickey. It's actually a really big area. Bigger than it looks. I like the 3 sheep in both feet. Bullseye.
And this is deck 12 forward. If we go into these doors right here, we'll find just the elevator lobby, deck 12 forward to all the rooms. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to go up these stairs, up to deck 13. Now, on the very front of the ship is the Concierge Lounge, which we got a video of that empty as well. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is deck 13. And here we just have some nice, comfy, round family loungers and some shaded spots to sit. I'm going to come around here to this side. And we're going to go up to the very top deck of the Disney Wish, which is deck 14 forward, and show you what's up there. And so coming back around here, there is a bar up here. It might be open since it's a NASA day, called Currents. Standard bar. They also play sporting events up here. So they always have this TV on ESPN. Full selection of cocktails and wine and beer here. This is the smoking area. Thank goodness there's nobody here right now. But this is one of 2 smoking areas on the ship. The other one was in the Cove bar that we showed you. This is deck 14 forward. And there's a little bit of a lesser known pool up here called the Chippendale pool that people don't go to all that much because I think it's kind of hard to find. So you can see how these loungers are all just empty up here. There's really nobody up here. And it's a very nice pool. It's at the very front of the ship. It's got amazing views out the front. And it's a deeper pool too, so it's not just like a waiting pool. It's closed right now apparently. That's why there's nobody here. But yeah, it's only 2 feet deep, so it isn't that deep, but this is the Chippendale pool right here. And it's got a little water bench area in the back that you can sit on, and then the actual pool part that you can swim in here. But you're allowed to go out here to the very front of the ship, and we'll be able to look down. Well, maybe a little bit. But below us right now is the Concierge Lounge. And people are enjoying that. That's where I should be right now. Is just hanging out in the Concierge Lounge. But look at this view off the front of the Disney Wish. So I'm going to put in the video right now of the Concierge Lounge, which is deck 12 and 13 forward. So that's 1 deck below us here at the Chippendale pool. Because I'm all sweaty and need to get ready for Palo, so I'm not going to go tour that right now. There's a bunch of people out there in the sun right now. So I'll put that video in right now of the Concierge Lounge. Just thought we'd take advantage of this time, since there's nobody in here, to do a little walking tour of the Concierge Lounge. So this is kind of the back end near the very front of the ship. And you can see all these comfy seating areas. This is one of 3 coffee machines, espresso machines, where you just tap what you would want. Whether it's espresso, Americano, cappuccino, latte. They have hot tea here as well. Good morning. Good. How are you doing?
See you after back.
Yes, I know. We're so excited.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. There's no better feeling than not getting off the ship.
Yeah. Now the ship for you, huh?
That's right.
You see, huh?
Here's the Concierge Lounge bar. And this is all complimentary and included in Concierge between 5 and 10 p.m. This is the little kids section of the Concierge Lounge with these little comfortable kid chairs. And they play movies here. You can choose anything from on demand. There's not, on the Treasure it was a Star Wars theme. I feel like on the Wish it's more of a nautical kind of underwater theme. It's like a coral on the ground. It's a little less in-your-face theming than the Star Wars theming. There are something like 76 concierge rooms, I think, so this lounge is large. It has never been even remotely crowded or full. This is where the concierge host will sit and get you anything that you need, help you with whatever you need. Seashell motif here. I did ask about concierge merch on this cruise, and unfortunately they were all sold out, but they do have some high-end jewelry here. And here's the second of 3 special machines. The other side is the third of 3. So we're heading to the outdoor portion through these doors here to the sun deck on the front of the ship. It is bizarre weather out here because we are in Port Canaveral, Florida. Normally it's about 85 degrees when you get here. It is currently 56 degrees. It's actually like, I would be chilly out here. But it is a beautiful morning.
So here, just more abundant outdoor seating, comfortable padded chairs and lamps, and there's a nice overhang here, so even if it's raining, you can sit on this side and be out of the rain. There's not very many ships in port with us today. I see one there and maybe two that way. I feel like we've been here before when there's been 7 or 8 ships. So then these stairs here take you up to the 2nd story. Okay. They're working, doing maintenance up there because it's kind of in between cruises, so I won't go up there now. I'll do that later. I mean, I'm just in disbelief. That's me, right there. It's my stuff. There is not a single other person out here for the best moment of the night. It really does look like we might get an absolutely epic sunset moment here. Oh, did it get green? And then I think the last thing for us to do is to explore the artwork from top to bottom along the stairwells, so I can show you all of that beautiful and custom unique artwork to the Disney Wish. All right, guys, so we're going to do a little project here. I came back up to the very top of the ship. We are on deck 14 forward in the forest green area. And I am just going to walk down the stairwells and show you the artwork that's on each level. We'll do this quickly, just stopping at each level to show it off, because there's some pretty impressive artwork. And they tend to have some degree of a theme sometimes. So the first one's here, between deck 13 and 14. It's Rapunzel, pulling up Flynn Rider with her hair. Why? Because the Concierge Lounge and Concierge rooms on these decks are themed to Tangled. So as we go down into the main elevator lobby, you'll usually see artwork that also matches the artwork in the stairwells. So here we are on deck 13, and we've got Rapunzel right there in her hair in the forest. And on this side, we've got Rapunzel and Flynn Rider shortly after she came out of the tower. So what's next? Deck 13 down to 12. We see this castle, or this artwork, which I didn't actually know what this was, but I found it on the Art of Demand, and it's called the Beauty and the Beast Transformation, or the Beauty and the Beast Castle Transformation. So on this side is the castle after the curse, and all of the thunder and lightning, and you see the wolves down over here. And on this side is the castle before the curse with the sun, and you actually can see Maurice's cottage there in the village, and the deer and trees. So this is Beauty and the Beast. And if we come down here, we see a castle, also from Beauty and the Beast. And same thing over here. From 12 down to 11, and looks like we've got Moana. Nope, yeah. We've got Moana with Maui. We got Hey Hey up there, at the water's edge. And more Moana artwork down here with little Moana. And we have Te Fiti. This collection of artwork is all about Ariel and the Little Mermaid. The Flounder, Sebastian, Ariel looking up at Prince Eric's castle. Ooh. King Triton's court there. Yeah, and I figured they'd have Ariel's grotto, where she keeps all of her things. We've got Tiana. Oh, that's Ray. And look, that's Evangeline. Louis the alligator, and Prince Naveen and Princess Tiana. Right there, that is a cool piece of art. So I'm guessing we'll see some more. Tiana, oh yeah, so this is actually one of the magic artworks. So if you played a game, there's a game on the app that you can play called Uncharted Adventures that takes these magic artwork pieces and turns them to life. This is actually a screen back there, but these are definitely fireflies from Princess and the Frog. All right, deck 9 down to deck 8. You see some pencil artwork. Sleeping Beauty, right? Pretty sure that that's wait, is this Sleeping Beauty? This is Sleeping Beauty. Yeah. For sure. Let's see. Go down here and confirm that that's the case. Yes. There's the three fairies. Fauna, Flora, and Merryweather. So that was, whew, I got nervous there. That was Sleeping Beauty. All right, deck 8 down to deck 7. We're getting there. Oh, of course, we've got Frozen. Olaf and Sven. Got the whole gang there in pencil artwork. And then this is artwork from Frozen 2, the 4 elements. Fire, air, earth, and water. We've got more Frozen. Oh, no, this is Raya and the Last Dragon. So our theme has been disrupted here, but that is the Last Dragon from Raya. And there's Raya herself. Riding, what's TikTok? Tuk-tuk? Tuk-tuk, I think is what that's called. Deck 7 down to deck 6.
There you go.
I see some Cinderella action here. Ooh, there's Lucifer. Oh yeah, this is more enchanted art. Once again, Cinderella with the pumpkin carriage, getting ready to go to the ball. I think this would be afterwards, because she has the slipper, but it's back to a pumpkin. We've got Bambi. I think, yeah.
They usually sell them on both
Flower.
5.
Thumper. Okay, and this is because this is deck 4 and 5 between Luna. This is the Luna short that inspired the name for that place. This is a very cool short if you haven't seen it, La Luna. We're now down to deck 4. Oh, we got Mulan here. Okay, and this is one of the more famous pieces of art on the ship. This is called The Wish Joins the Fleet. And so here's the Disney Wish sailing out. This is supposed to be Papenburg, Germany. And you see the 4 ships off in the distance. Those are the 4 ships that existed before the Wish. There's a similar piece on the Treasure, but the Treasure is sailing out to meet 5 ships. That's pretty cool, and it's huge. And as we go down to deck 2, we've got Alice in Wonderland. And I'm guessing this is because deck 3 up there is where the Neverland, or the Wonderland cinema is. We saw all these signs at Oogie Boogie Bash in the Villains Grove. Deck 2. One little piece of art over here. What is this one? It looks like wooden toys. I think that's Pinocchio. Yeah, I think that's definitely Pinocchio. And so as we go down to deck 1, the end of our tour. Okay, this is Pinocchio. Jiminy Cricket. And the Blue Fairy. And some early sketch artwork of Cleo as well. All right, that's it. So that was all the artwork in the forward stairwell. Let's take the elevator back up to the top because I want to walk down the stairs, not up them, and go to the aft side. All right, so we are starting at the top of the aft stairwell, deck 11 here. And the first thing we find is this art, which is actually a map of Marceline Market that shows all the different areas inside Marceline Market that we showed during our tour. They're all represented up there. You see the Snaggly Duckling, the farmers, which are definitely from Zootopia after having watched that today. Bambi, Tangled, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, Remy, and Snow White and the Poisoned Apple. So let's keep going down. This is on deck 10 now. We've got enchanted artwork here. It looks like Luca on this one, and this one as well. So these are both from Luca. And these are definitely screens. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be Luca back here, between 10 and 9. Nope, this is Princess and the Frog again. This is Tiana's, kind of a party celebration. And there's Tiana looking up towards the star, making a wish. We've got Tiana's art here. This is Tiana's Palace that you can actually eat at now in Disneyland, California. This is like a cutout of the original version, or maybe this is the same thing. This is just the inside of Tiana's Palace. This actually is very cool. There's a bunch of little Easter eggs in here. There's the kitchen up there. Looks like a bedroom. the frog at the very top. And we've got Sleeping Beauty again. These all on this side seem to have kind of a festive group celebration type vibe. There's the three fairies from Sleeping Beauty. Little Mermaid, that's King Triton's castle underwater, I believe. And then over here, oh, we have one of these again. This is kind of a cutout of the inside of King Triton's castle. Oh, nobody's ever seen this before. This is exclusive information. Oh, and we have Encanto. So this is the family tree of La Familia Madrigal in the characters from Encanto. We don't talk about him. Another enchanted artwork. This is the Casa Madrigal. This is actually what they're building in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It should be coming soon as an attraction where you can explore La Casita. When they get vague like this, I have a hard time. What am I looking at? You definitely got a princess and a prince. This does not help me. I'm stumped. This is going to be a cutout one though. All right, let's get some clues. Okay, this is Cinderella. Right? This is the big ball. The big staircase. That's where Cinderella lost her shoe, that right there. This is definitely Cinderella. Frozen fractals. So we are in the land of Frozen here. Probably because as you go down to deck 4, that's where, or no, deck 5 is where Arendelle is. It's on this deck. This is a gigantic ship, which to me reminds me of Peter Pan. So this probably reflects the Neverland cinema. The other side of the ship was the Wonderland and the Alice in Wonderland stuff on this deck. And on this side, it's Peter Pan. For sure, so there's Peter on the clock. Wendy above him. And over here we have the darling kids flying in front of the moon. So we learned about this artwork on our tour. And apparently, if I remember correctly, the artist who commissioned this painting was given the instructions to paint a painting that celebrated women and involved Cinderella. And so he painted this painting here with all these different forms of Cinderella, different body shapes, different sizes, different races, different religions. And you know, we kind of interpret this as women helping other women and lifting them up from the darkness. So this is a very cool painting as well, and very large. So that's Cinderella. And you've got some original Mickey art here. Mickey and Minnie art, 1937. This is where on the treasure there was also some old photos of Walt. I wish I knew what this is from. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can find out. And this is from Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, this is all the Disney castles across the world. This is Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland, Anaheim. This is Cinderella Castle in Orlando with the peach trees. That's cool. And this is the castle from Disneyland Paris. I think is also Cinderella's castle, but I'll look that up to see for sure. But that completes our tour of the artwork of the Disney Wish. There's a lot more, but that's the artwork that's in the stairwells. Thanks for coming along this feature film length ship tour of the Disney Wish. Hope you enjoyed your popcorn and snacks. And stay tuned for the Disney Destiny in February, because now we've done this twice. We're going to have to do it a third time.
Well, yeah. You know, once you start a trend, you can't stop.
That's right.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along.
See you real soon.
Here's the ship.
Lake City Adventures, the wild is our guide.